welcome back. So in this episode I'll be taking you from the depths of Kowloon to Monkey Hill. Best of all, you'll notice my camera angle has been fixed. So, good morning. We are today going to Monkey Hill. Straight ahead of me you can see Line Rock peeking out, so we are kind of in the depths of Kowloon, just beyond Kowloon City. Now Kowloon City is a story unto itself. I'll come to that another time. So hopefully I fitted a sort of a temporary sponge on my microphone, and I'm hoping it will cut down on the wind noise. I saw on YouTube some guy used some anti-static duster and cut a piece to wrap around his mic, and it seemed to do the trick. So this is the residential part of Kowloon Tong. You'll see some mostly low rises, some detached houses. Once upon a time, or probably still is, very upmarket place. The individual townhouses, they were close to, probably most of these people who own them were industrialists, close to their factories in the western parts of New Territories. In the old days it was quite noisy living here because it was directly under the flight path to the old airport Kai Tak. But since Kai Tak has moved to Cheklapkok, way out to the west on Lantau Island, this part is now very quiet, and I dare say you can see the height restrictions are being lifted, and slowly but surely a lot of these houses or even low rises are being turned into tall apartment blocks. You certainly notice the height differences in Chimsacho, the touristy part. The older buildings, you know, in order to maximize floor area based on height restriction, their actual floor to ceiling heights are very low to squeeze in as many floors as possible. The newer developments, you know, they've got their grand and tall ceilings. So we've just left Kowloon Tong, or to my left is still Kowloon Tong, and Monkey Hill is literally just 5 minutes out. It's one of the unusual features of Hong Kong. You could be in the city and then 5 minutes away you're in the countryside with wildlife. So you see on the right, those are the old style government housing, probably built in the 50s or 60s to house a lot of refugees that came to Hong Kong. In the old days there was a chronic shortage of housing, and a lot of the refugees lived in shanty towns on the hills. Fire hazard, and in heavy rains, you know, quite often there could be landslides as well, to wipe out an entire community. Life was tough. So we're on the old road to Sha Tin. This was the main road in those days, between the city and Sha Tin, before Line Rock Tunnel was built. Certainly was not a dual carriageway like it is now. Oh, already monkeys. I doubt you can see it with the wide angle on the GoPro, but they're on that footbridge over there, and we'll probably see a ton more as we roll along this road. So these monkeys are quite used to humans. You're not supposed to feed them, but people do. As long as you're not carrying food and be respectful, they generally leave you alone. At least that's in my experience. Yeah, I mean, look, they are wild. Don't take the piss, basically. Especially don't take the piss with the alpha male. So sooner or later we're coming up to Kowloon Reservoir. Cam Hill, that's the official name for Monkey Hill. There you go, Kam Shan. Well, Kam Shan Hill is, Shan is the word, Chinese word for hill. You see Kowloon Reservoir right in front of us. So I was here about a month ago, I guess, but at the crack of dawn. And I mentioned earlier, not supposed to feed the monkeys, right? But it was a 7-seater car. It had 3 dustbin load full of food. One was full of bananas, one was corn, and the third one was sweet potato, and there were like hundreds of monkeys surrounding the car. Might see the black kite flying around. That's probably our most common bird of prey in Hong Kong. So we've had a sit around, little rest at the dam. So we're carrying up this way to the end of the road. It's not too far, but it gives a different perspective of the country park. Careful, I don't run them over, but they're smart. They're not going to want to run in front of me. Bunch up there. Oh, a wild pig. Oh, a whole bunch of them. Look at them. Big mama, 2 little kids. Having a little... Hey, that mum's big. I mean, it's got to be a what? I reckon 100 pounds, 50 kilos. So I was reading the sign back at the pagoda, and it was saying, whilst there are, you know, indigenous monkeys to southern China, some believe that it could have been pets that were released many years ago. I guess we'll never know. Right, this is probably the highest point. It's a dead end road at the end anyway. Right, cruising down the hill. Coasting down the hill, you can see Kowloon. ICC, the 118-story tall building, but maybe not in this haze, through the GoPro. There's a monkey. Hello, hello, hello. What are you doing? Trying to coast. So according to the sign at the pagoda earlier, these troops can number up to 200, and I could believe that. Certainly when I came up that morning and they were being fed, yeah, they were just littered everywhere. Oh, here they are. So everybody's grooming. The warbles are grooming. The monkeys are grooming. That's a big one, that. And the piglets have grown up. I think I'll stop and take a photo. So coasting that back down to the dam. That's a big cage, actually. I don't know why there's a cage. Looks like it's a trap for the monkeys? I don't know. Ordinarily I would filter Hong Kong Polytechnic University on our right. Used to be just the Hong Kong Polytechnic, but like many academic institutions over the years, across the world I suppose even, a lot of polytechnics have been upgraded to, well, if that's the right word, to university status. I know it's the same in England. So across this tunnel on a motorbike is only 8 Hong Kong dollars, which is like literally approximately $1 US. So I just beep in on it like that, and I'm done. Now, which way is this car going? Gets hot in that traffic, the bike and the tunnel, and I hear the fan whirling. That's alright. The bike generally runs pretty cool. Not to mention I've installed a larger radiator, at least on the right hand side.